Pictures on the table.
Thank you, Mama. What are you doing, Mama?
Are you all done?
Are you all done, Mama? Don't give me a boyfriend.
Oh, there she goes. She pushed it. Play morning jazz.
Okay, morning jazz from Spotify.
Your plate that's coming. I said I can.
But why?
Red light. Something that I've come to realize as a mom is that when it comes to the environment that we create for our families and wanting to have a space that feels peaceful and calming for our kids, it's not just about the things that we put in place for our kids that help to set them up. It's also about the things that we do for ourselves as moms that help us to feel that way as well. One of the things that I always come back to is that as moms, we are the thermostat, not the thermometer. So when we come in the morning, we actually have the opportunity to set the energy of our household for the day by bringing our joy and bringing a positive attitude. And I don't know about you guys, but taking time to do some of the things that make me feel refueled really do help me to set a better thermostat for my household for the day. And one of the things that I have always love to do ever since my first baby is take some time to get myself ready for the day. I know that some people can see this as an unnecessary step, and maybe for you it is, but I have always just found personally that when I take a few extra minutes in the morning to invest in myself personally in terms of getting ready for the day, that my energy levels are so much higher, I feel so much more productive, and I just find that it sets me up for success for the rest of the day. So I am going to get started now doing a little bit of skincare. And recently I had a realization, you guys. It was not a bad realization. I would say it was a neutral realization, but I was watching old videos of myself over the break on my first mat leave with my daughter, and watching with so much fondness looking back at that time. One of the things that I did happen to notice is that my skin is starting to show some of the initial signs of aging. And again, there is nothing wrong with that, but I also have not really ever prioritized anything in my skincare routine that was specifically targeting aging. I've done a lot of stuff for moisture and for oil control, for blemishes, but because I have been pregnant or breastfeeding for so long, I wasn't really getting into the world of retinol. I kind of tried after I had my third baby and weaned, but I found it just so harsh on my sensitive skin. So that put me on a journey of trying to find some good skincare products that specifically target the early signs of aging, but were also going to be gentle on my skin. And I landed on Timeline. So Timeline, powered by MitoPure, is a Swiss cellular longevity brand, and they focus on supplements and skincare. MitoPure is actually the first and only clinically studied pure urolithin A. It is basically the secret sauce that targets the root causes of aging at the cellular level. But here's the catch. Urolithin A is not actually something that you can find in food, so you can't just increase it in your diet per se. It's actually a byproduct of your gut bacteria when you consume a very small list of foods, pomegranates being one of them. From Timeline's research, they have found that regardless of how many pomegranates you eat, 70% of people don't even have the right gut bacteria to produce urolithin A. MitoPure is the first highly pure urolithin A. They rival the power of retinol, but are actually safe enough for you to use on your skin every single day. And if you have sensitive skin like me, that you are going to love this. So first, the serum. I apply this to clean, dry skin. It is very quick absorbing, so if you want to apply your makeup afterwards, it's really easy to do that. And it visibly hydrates. It helps to improve the firmness of your skin, and it also helps with radiance, so it gives you that like nice, fresh, glowy look. I also like to use anything that I have left over just on my neck and like décolleté area. The day cream is also powered by MitoPure, and it helps with tone and texture, moisture, but also those fine line and wrinkles to reduce the signs of aging over time. You will start to notice the difference within the first 2 weeks of use, and I have definitely noticed that. It is insanely bright in here right now, but for me, I noticed the fine lines around my eyes here and then also just across my forehead. And what I was kind of noticing before starting to use Timeline is that the fine lines in my forehead would just kind of like stay, even though my eyebrows were down, like they had just settled in a little bit more deeply. I feel like I can't see the lines anymore. Like I've actually noticed that it's just a lot smoother across my forehead, around my eyes. The only thing that has changed is that I have been using Timeline now for about 4 weeks. Night cream is also amazing. It is so thick and rich, and my skin has been loving it in these super dry and cold winter months, but it also is powered by MitoPure. It helps to target firmness and elasticity and fine lines and wrinkles. So this right here is the lineup. It is actually my first real full like anti-aging skincare routine, and I love that it is so gentle and effective. We are going filler free, we are going Botox free, and if you guys want to join me on that journey this year, I would love for you to check out Timeline's products as well. They have given me a discount code for you guys, so if you head down to the link in my description box and use the code BethNY at checkout, you can save 33% off of Timeline skincare to target aging at the root cause as well. So thank you so much to Timeline for working with me on today's video. We're gonna talk about this letter this week.
Love. Ladybug.
Ladybug.
I would do that. I would do that. Look, I love this, Mommy.
I am gonna love it. Oh. Look how lovely it looks. So if yesterday was Monday, what does that make today?
Tuesday! Come on!
Maybe go down on the L? That's a lowercase L. Very good.
Mine is uppercase L. Yeah, that way.
I understand all mysteries and all knowledge, and though I have all faith, so that I could remove mountains and have not love, I am nothing. Love is patient, love is kind, it does not envy, it does not boast. I'm gonna yell out a verb. A verb is kind of like an action word. It's a word that means movement. So I'm gonna say the action card, and then you guys have to show me that action, okay? Now, stand! Like a statue. Yeah. Okay, now hop. Can you hop on one foot? Yeah. Now run. Now lie down. Very good, guys. Good job. After I finish up preschool stuff with the kids, I do try my best to get them outside, even just for a few minutes in the winter, because I find that that's another thing that really does help with their mood and their behavior and making the entire atmosphere of our home feel a lot more calm with young kids. Today, it wasn't working out. My baby's sleep was just kind of messed up last night, and so she was really tired this morning, and she's needed to go down for more naps than usual. So our kids have just finished up lunch. They're playing together again right now independently, and I'm about to roll into quiet time. But I wanted to share something else that I do in our home that I really do feel like has made the mornings feel a lot more peaceful, and that is just a general rule of no screens before 3 p.m. My husband and I were still trying to figure out what we wanted our boundaries around screen time to look like in terms of the amount of time per day our kids could watch a screen, and even at the times of day that we were going to allow it. There was some experimentation with that, and in the early stages when we would wake up and be so exhausted, it was like, okay, maybe this is a great time to turn on a show while we're all kind of sleepy and just waking up for the morning. But you guys, I just found that there was such a correlation between screen time in the morning and my kids' behavior throughout the day. Felt like it made them more irritable, less likely to engage in independent play. There was actually more fighting between our kids than there was when we just totally cut that. And so the rule that I have had for a few months now is just no screens before 3 p.m. If there is some sort of crazy circumstance, like one of them wakes up at like 4 a.m. for some reason and is trying to start their day, or we have really sick kids and the day is just going to be completely different, then maybe there would be some exceptions to that. But for the most part, no screens before 3 p.m. Our kids don't ask for them now. They're not counting down the hours until later in the evening when they can watch a show. I've just found that it has really encouraged their independent play and has made their interactions with each other better. Their imaginations have just been so much better that way. Give it a try in your home. If you are used to doing screens in the morning right now, I will say it's a bit of an adjustment, especially because it means that you suddenly need to be like a lot more on with your kids in the morning. But I promise you, it is worth it. It will set them up for success for the rest of the day, and it will set you up for success with them as well. Here is your reminder that a calm morning doesn't necessarily mean a tidy morning. In a minute here, I'm going to work on tidying up the mess from this morning, but in close on this video, I really do just want you guys to walk away. If there's anything that you take away from it, don't let it be resetting your house at night or leaving things out in the morning to make it easier for you. I really do believe that the biggest thing that contributes to the way that your home feels with your kids is you and the attitude that you bring into it. And that is why I think it is so important to do whatever you can to make sure that you are filling your cup. If you are also a follower of Jesus, making sure that you are spending time with him in prayer, asking him to fill you and equip you for the day ahead. If you are not a follower of Jesus, what are the things that you love that calm you and ground you and maybe set you up for success at the beginning of your day? Maybe that's journaling, maybe it's reading a little bit of a book. I really do believe that we have a lot more say than we think we do in the way that our homes feel, and that when we are bringing that frantic and scatterbrained and overwhelmed energy, that just rubs off on the people that live in our house. And I have lived that firsthand and have to actively work against that. I will say, just to bring clarity, that this is not a situation where I just have like calm kids and I'm able to have calm mornings because I have calm kids. The people that know my kids know that they are energizer bunnies. These kids do not get tired. They wake up at level 100 and they go to bed at level 100 every day. And it's almost like negotiating with them to go to sleep for the next day. But while my kids are going crazy and are all over the place, I do my very best to just stay like this. And they can bounce around me, but eventually they come back down to this level because that calmness and just even keeledness is being modeled to them as much as possible by me. Do I get that right all of the time? No, I'm a human being, so I get overstimulated just like like you guys do. I get frustrated with my kids. Sometimes I am short with them, but I really do owe a lot to the Holy Spirit in giving me what I need every single day when I wake up and ask for it, to be patient and joyful and calm and just that steady presence for my kids. And I really do think that that impacts the atmosphere in our home as well. With that, I am going to wrap this video up here. I wanted to remind you guys that if any of you are interested in checking out Timeline's skincare products to your routine this year, that I do have a limited time discount code with them. So again, I will put the link for that down in the description box, and the code up on the screen here, it is BethNY, and that is a limited time offer. So be sure to check that out. Thank you again to Timeline for working with me on this video. And until my next video, I love you guys. I'm praying for you guys, and I will see you soon.